Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 9th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what we have for you. You start off with the Eight of Diamonds. So money coming in. More money coming in the future as well. It can represent just money in the future. It doesn't necessarily say it's here. It does say that you could be very focused on investments at this time. Again, learning about money. I feel like I've been delivering this message for years for you about, becoming more financially secure or coming up with new investment strategies and things like that. Also an amazing card for accounting, taxes, budgeting, even though all that stuff is super boring. Trust me, I get it. You could be kind of dealing with those types of things at this time. And this card says, hey, you know what? You're dealing with it and you'll get through it and it's going to be super easy with this card. This card is also a card of secret knowledge, as I always say. You have both secret knowledge cards. This card plus you have the Ten of Clubs. Ten of Clubs is about learning secret knowledge. This is about finding it. So what the heck does that mean? This means that, say the secret knowledge is in a book. This card is the card of finding that book, and the Ten of Clubs is the card of actually reading the book, actually consuming the material. So you kind of have both things going on here. This card says if you have any problems, or not problems, if you're looking to increase your business, make more money or whatever, you can go find that knowledge and you can learn it at the same time. Next, you have the Nine of Hearts card of wishes and victory, feeling like you have some sort of victory in your life at this time, victory over some sort of obstacle or whatever. And it can also represent an admirer coming in for you this week in love. If you are single and looking, could be a great week for you. Also, I'd say definitely an amazing week for socializing or getting benefits through socialization. You have the Ten of Clubs plus this card, very good cards, and even that 8. These are cards of socializing, meeting people, asking people for help, getting help from people, all sorts of things. Next, you have the Four of Clubs, your thoughts being in line with the truth, knowing the truth about situations, probably being very intuitive at this time, so definitely trust your intuition. And I would also say be careful of anybody who wants to who wants to borrow money from you, because, this can be one of those cards where somebody comes to you with a sob story, they're, whining and crying and all this other stuff, and, I think you really need to decide whether or not you want to give them money or not, and probably because you'll never see it again with this card. So just something to think about. Again, if you don't care, if you have enough money and you just want to help somebody out, then that's fine. But again, you're probably not going to see it again. So be careful of those types of situations. This is also a very creative card and a very great card for using your creativity in all sorts of situations. Next, you have the Ace of Hearts. This is the card of the home in some card reading systems. I feel that for you this week. I feel like it's just representing you being very safe, secure, comfortable, protected. You could be focusing a lot on home. I do think there's also this push, I think, since the internet has been created, I think there's this huge push, of course, of people who want to work from home and have a business from home and things like that. But I think there's a second wave coming, between now and I'd say, 2020 or something like that, over the next few years. I think there's going to be an even bigger push towards people working from home, working remotely, starting their own businesses and things like that. And again, some of you might just be in the beginning processes of, figuring that out, of discovering exactly what you want to do, how you want to do it, and all this other stuff. So I feel like that's what this card is saying. And finally, you have the Ten of Clubs. Again, I would say that for some of you, you need to protect your ideas. So again, if you have an idea for a home-based business or an invention or something like that, definitely try to protect those ideas and maybe keep them to yourself this week. This is one of those cards where you could say something to somebody and they steal your idea or something along those lines. So be careful of that. But this is also an amazing card for progress, making progress in your life, and also seeing progress. I think that's the most important thing. I think for several years now, we haven't been able to see the progress we're making. I think it's I hear a lot of people saying they're confused and all this other stuff. And again, I think the confusion comes from not being able to see if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Not being able to see progress in any area of your life. And I think that this week, maybe that kind of changes for you in a much better way. So it looks like an awesome week for you. Thank you again for watching and enjoy your week.